So we're just about a month away from Nintendo's most anticipated game for the last couple of years, and definitely the biggest release coming for the Nintendo Switch this year, The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. And many might say that a lot of this game is still shrouded in mystery, and we don't really have too much information for what's really going to be happening inside of this game, but it feels like Nintendo may actually be lifting the curtain finally and giving us more information as we're getting closer to the game. And so with all of that, we've got some rumors here that are talking about a potential Zelda Tears of the Kingdom Direct, which could be happening very soon to really finally give us a blowout of information about this game and really just give us a lot of information that people have been craving. And this is very interesting stuff, and it does make me pretty excited if it actually does happen, so I do want to talk about this and give you guys my thoughts. Alright, so let's take a look at this article right here that says, Zelda Tears of the Kingdom Nintendo Direct leaked for next month. An upcoming Nintendo Direct that focuses on Zelda Tears of the Kingdom just got leaked. It's coming in April, and we might get some more gameplay footage. It says here, Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is most likely to get a special Nintendo Direct event where new footage of gameplay, story, and the new game world will be shown. A recent leak has given us a date and time for this Nintendo Direct. Tears of the Kingdom will release in less than 2 months, and we're already super hyped to finally get some more insights on this much anticipated game soon. And we've got some details here about potentially the date that this is going to happen. So it says here, the gaming YouTuber Nintendo Prime has shown an alleged email stating the date of the next Nintendo Direct. Apparently this live stream will focus on Zelda Tears of the Kingdom and give us more insights to the game. The date for the Nintendo Direct live stream is set for April 12th. Considering that such events usually take place 1 month before Nintendo's big releases, the whole thing seems to be quite reasonable. Additionally, Nintendo Directs are typically scheduled for Wednesdays, further proof that this might be real. The email in question states that the upcoming Nintendo Direct will give fans a brand new look at the game's stunning world, gameplay features, and story. Even after watching all the previous Tears of the Kingdom trailers, we don't really know much about the game and in what way it will differ from Breath of the Wild. We are certain that the story is going to make the biggest difference because it is finally set in the present and not retelling old stories from the past like Breath of the Wild did. And then finally, it just says right here in another paragraph, the email teases that there will also be new information about the Tears of the Kingdom Collector's Edition and a new Link amiibo to unlock exclusive content in the game. This is all incredibly exciting, and we hope to get an official confirmation about this Nintendo Direct soon. So yeah, there's a lot of information right here, but I do think that this is actually pretty possible to happen. I mean, we've kind of seen right now that it seems like Nintendo is kind of giving us a lot of information about games when we're getting closer to the games coming out. Like, they're not really much of that company that tries to give us information in terms of like every couple of months anymore. They try to give us information kind of like when we're just about a month or two away from the game. That's when they start to give us a lot more information. And of course, the biggest thing that people are going to say about this is, well, we just got Aonuma talking about the game a few weeks ago, where he gave us that gameplay for 10 minutes by talking about some of the gameplay features and abilities that are going to be inside of Tears of the Kingdom. So would Nintendo really do something so close where they're just going to have something like this again? I mean, I think it's possible. I feel like even though we got to see some cool gameplay with Aonuma showing us those abilities, it was still just 4 abilities, and a lot of which we've already kind of seen through trailers, but we just got more of an in-depth explanation inside of that video. We got to see the whole recall ability, we got to see the fuse ability, we got to see the ultra hand ability to craft materials and stuff and craft like boats and things like that, and then we got to see that ascend ability that lets you be able to go through ceilings. But all of these were pretty much already shown to us in trailers before, so I think that it is possible that they could still have more information that they do want to talk about with Tears of the Kingdom, and maybe it's not going to focus too much on the gameplay side this time, because one of the biggest things that we still don't really know about this game is the actual story itself. And I feel like that's really kind of the one thing that I wish to see a little bit of information on. Like, I feel like right now we pretty much have no idea what the story even is. And they don't need to dump the entire story and pretty much give us everything, but we don't even really know about the premise of this game and really what's kind of happening, where like in Breath of the Wild, we knew about the stuff that happened 100 years ago, Link being awakened 100 years later, and he's pretty much collecting his memories from what happened all those years ago and being able to figure out pretty much what happened. But it looks like that Tears of the Kingdom, like what the article said, is going to be taking place in the present. And we don't really know exactly how much time has even passed from the ending of Breath of the Wild to Tears of the Kingdom. And it doesn't really look like that Link and Zelda have aged that much, so this could honestly be like a week after the ending of Breath of the Wild, where for some reason Ganon decides to come back. Like, we don't even know exactly how that works, because they sealed him up at the end of Breath of the Wild, but it seems like he was still around, like under the castle or something. We don't really know exactly what's happening there, so I wish that we do get a little bit of a premise for exactly what's kind of happening in the world of Hyrule, what they were doing, how he's returning, and what he's kind of planning. So just a little bit of kind of information about that would be so nice. I know there's a ton of people who are still wondering about exactly how the dungeons are going to work inside of this game. Like, are we going to be getting traditional Zelda-like dungeons, or is it going to be kind of like those divine beasts again? So there's still kind of aspects of that which I feel like people are wondering about. So this could definitely go into that kind of stuff where it's not going to really spoil everything, but I feel like if they do give us kind of more of an idea for what we can expect in terms of that type of stuff, it would definitely get a lot more people excited. Also, in that Tears of the Kingdom gameplay that we got to see from Aonuma, there were a lot of things that weren't really talked about, but you could still see them in the game itself from the world and on the UI and things like that. And one of those was actually this icon that we can see on the map right here, which looks to be a blue shrine icon like the one inside of Breath of the Wild. So a lot of people are still wondering about exactly how shrines are going to play into this game too. Are the shrines going to be just like how they were in Breath of the Wild, where there's going to be like about 100 shrines and they're all going to have different puzzles now? Or is it going to be kind of more different now? Are the shrines still going to be how you're going to be getting spirit orbs and then using that to upgrade your stamina and heart containers? Or is there going to be like a different way to do all of that? That's the type of stuff that I would really hope for this type of direct to go into. And it does look like these game-specific directs happen about a month before the game comes out. If we take a look at Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, we had a big direct that happened in November, and that was the one that talked about spirits and World of Light and all of that, and that happened just a month before the game came out in December. For Splatoon 3 last year, we of course had that direct that happened in August, and the game came out in September. And also last year we had a Xenoblade 3 direct, which happened in June, and that was a month before the game came out in July. So honestly, we're just about a month before May when the game is going to be coming out. So if we are going to be getting a Tears of the Kingdom direct, I do think that it would be happening right around this time. But the good news here is that if it is going to be happening, we should know either tomorrow or in the coming days, because this direct would be happening right around this time. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, definitely be sure to click that like button and also subscribe to the channel as well, as I'm going to be having more Nintendo videos very soon. But also comment down below and let me know what you guys think about this. Would you guys be excited for a Tears of the Kingdom direct? Would you like to still have one big kind of Zelda blowout before the game comes out? Would you actually watch this direct if it happens, or would you kind of avoid it to stay spoiler free? Definitely be sure to comment down below and let me know. Go follow me on Twitter at Aero so you can be featured in videos, and also join my Discord server as well. We've got a bunch of people in there who are always talking about Pokemon and Smash Bros. And Nintendo, so definitely be sure to join that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching.